Jenny here. This week is Thanksgiving, and with all the busy preparations that go on with that, I wanted to have a quick and easy meal to be able to make this week. So today we are going to make an Italian macaroni skillet. Let's get started. For this recipe we are going to need 1 teaspoon of olive oil, 1 onion, 1 pound of ground beef, 1 green bell pepper, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, 1 can of chicken broth, 2 cups of spaghetti sauce, and 8 ounces of elbow macaroni. I started a pot of water to get boiling, and then we will cook our noodles in that. We are going to start by putting our teaspoonish or so of olive oil in the pan, and then I'm going to chop up the onion and put that in there right away, and we'll get that heating up. In the meantime, that water is boiling for our noodles. Now this box of noodles is actually 16 ounces, so it's twice the amount of what we need. I'm just going to go ahead and make the whole box anyways because my daughter likes to eat leftover noodles. So it's always good to have those in the fridge. So as long as I'm making noodles, I'm just going to make the whole box, and then we'll just use half of them in our recipe. So, start by getting that onion chopped. The weather's turned a little bit cooler here. Actually, to get a walk in, the sun is out. The sun hasn't been out in like a week and a half. So I figured I better get a walk in while the sun is out. Enjoy that. Gonna get outside, get your vitamin D, enjoy the weather. But it's also colder out. So without the sun, sometimes it's cooler, but it's just kind of dreary. So even though it's colder, I will take having the sunshine and dealing with the cold. Just does something for the soul when the sun is out. Get rid of that middle part, otherwise that's going to be too tough. Figured this would be a nice, comforting, warm dish to be able to eat. Pretty quick and easy, so those are always nice to have those recipes that on hand that you can do. I haven't made any soup in a couple weeks. I'm about due for making some of that again too. That's always nice to have in the refrigerator, so when it's lunchtime I can just grab a bowl of soup. What do you like to make for your comfort meals? Let me know in the comments below. Those colder days, what is it you like? Just like, oh yeah, let's eat that. Alright, we will get this cooking on the stove so that the onions will turn translucent, and then add our ground beef. And in the meantime, while that's all cooking, we will chop up our green pepper. Alright, water's boiling, so we will get these noodles added in there. Get them cooking. Oh, I forgot my noodle catcher thingy. Alright, and then we'll put the onions on like a medium-low, and we'll get this started. And those stirred up real nice. Timer for the noodles. Work on cutting our pepper. I already washed and rinsed that, so it's ready to go. All right, the onions are translucent. Means they're pretty much kind of getting see-through. So then we will add our ground beef. The onions kind of give the beef a little bit more flavor. We'll get this cooked up. And then we will drain the grease from the pan. Once that's all cooked up, we'll drain that grease and then continue on. Alright, noodles are finished cooking, so we'll get these drained and then we'll just put them back in the pot until we're ready for them. Once the meat is no longer pink, so it's all the way cooked through, we are going to go ahead and drain out the grease. So I have a coffee mug here in the sink that I use, and I have a handy dandy little grease drainer. So put that on the edge of the pan. Whoop. Drain that slowly, so you don't want any of the meat falling out of the pan. It was good. There wasn't too much grease in there. All right. Now, go ahead. I need over the side there. All right. We'll go ahead and pretty much add the rest of our ingredients in. So we have that teaspoon of garlic. Where's my teaspoon? 2 teaspoons. We like garlic. We'll add heaping teaspoons. That medium heat, and we'll add that green pepper. back over that medium-low heat. Here it's sizzling. Alright, got that garlic well mixed in. Go ahead and add the chicken broth. And we only need 2 cups of the spaghetti sauce. This is 24 ounces, so it's a little bit more than that. Oh, I'm like, so if I can open this. Oh, all right. My handy dandy little 2-cup measuring cup. We'll be spraying. Measure out 2 cups. We'll cook this for about 10 minutes until everything is all well heated through. And then we'll add those noodles in there. Get that heated through again. And then we can eat it. This is almost kind of like the, I know they call it like American goulash, or I think you guys have told me that it's been a, there's another name that you know it by, that it goes by, that kind of the meat, green peppers, onions. Add that noodles in there. My dad used to make a dish like that all the time too, so. It's looking good. Alright, so I'll let this heat for about 10 minutes or so, and then we will come back. Alrighty, 10 minutes is up. I forgot to put a lid on here. So for your reference, myself, future reminder, reference that when you are boiling spaghetti sauce, to put a lid on, because otherwise you get splatters all over the stove. Oh, that's all right. It'll be easy cleanup. So anyways, with the can of broth that I had, it was like a 10-ounce can, which is good. That should be just enough liquid in here with having boiled our noodles separately. I prefer to boil my noodles separately, again, to get rid of that starchy water, and then just have the noodles. If you wanted to, you could cook the noodles right in the dish, but then you'll need more liquid. So it would be better to have, I think like 14 ounces or so of broth. I figured, well, if I needed more liquid in that, I would add more in, but at this point in time, I'm like, this is a good amount. Now we will add our noodles in, and like I said, we're just going to add half of this pot. See what amount looks good to us, and just heat this through. They're still steaming though, so they're also still warm. But did I drop some on the stove or not? No. Thought I saw one drop, which would be par for the course of the way I cook. Something will get on the stove. I had all those splatters from the cooking on the stove, but I wouldn't doubt some noodles will jump there. But, oh yeah, there's one. There had to be at least one. All right, that looks good. Add that noodle. Mix this up, cook it all for another, 2-3 minutes so that the noodles do get all warmed up to be a nice A nice, good eating temperature. That looks good. And then we shall get to eat. Par for the course for me these days. It's like 4 o'clock, and yeah, it's my lunchtime. It's getting to be near dinner time. I keep not eating breakfast until noon, by the time I get finished with my morning activities. Oh yeah. But then again, I also don't go to bed until like midnight, or last night was 1 a.m. because I was working on that other video. In fact, I think it was 1:30. And then I'm up at like 9:30. So, not too bad, but we'll work on getting up earlier. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We will plate some of this up. The Italian macaroni skillet dish is all finished. Looks good, smells good. Let's give it a taste. That was good. Nice comforting dish for a nice cool day. And like I said, a nice quick and easy dish to make during a busy week. So, I will leave this recipe down in the description below. Let me know in the comments if you like to make an easy macaroni type of dish like this, and what type of ingredients you add to yours. I'm going to go finish enjoying my meal. It will be late lunch, early dinner. And you guys, keep it positive, go make it a great day. Bye-bye.